Water keeps you alive. Every doctor tells you to drink more. Every survival guide says finding water is your first priority. Your body is more than 60% water. So here's a question. How can the very thing keeping you alive also kill you? Not by drowning, not because it's poisoned, not because of bacteria. Perfectly clean water, the kind sitting in a bottle beside you right now. Drink enough of it, fast enough, and it can shut down your brain, cause seizures, put you into a coma, even stop your heart. And every single year, healthy people accidentally do exactly that. This isn't dehydration. It's the exact opposite. It's called water intoxication, and it begins with something almost everyone believes. If water is good for me, then more water must be even better. That assumption has killed people. To understand why, you first have to understand what water is actually doing inside your body. Most people imagine the body like a bucket. Drink water, fill it up, pee out the extra. Simple. Except your body doesn't work like a bucket. It works more like a city. Every single cell is surrounded by carefully balanced fluid. That balance isn't just about water, it's about dissolved minerals called electrolytes, sodium, potassium, chloride. These tiny particles control everything: your muscles, your heartbeat, your nerves, even your thoughts. Water isn't simply filling empty space. It's constantly moving between your blood and your cells, always trying to balance itself. And that balance follows one simple rule. Water moves toward the side, with more dissolved particles. Scientists call this osmosis. Your cells depend on it. Every second you're alive. Normally, your kidneys keep everything balanced. They remove excess water, they keep sodium levels remarkably stable. In fact, they're incredibly good at it, until suddenly, they aren't. Imagine pouring a teaspoon of salt into a glass of water. Now, pour in another glass, then another, then another. The amount of salt never changed, only the water did. Eventually, the salt becomes incredibly diluted. Exactly the same thing can happen inside your bloodstream, not because you lost sodium, because you added too much water. Doctors call this hyponatremia, low blood sodium. Now remember osmosis. Your blood has become diluted. Your cells haven't. Water immediately begins moving into them. Most cells can swell a little. Muscle cells, skin cells, fat cells. There's room. Your brain doesn't have that luxury because your brain lives inside a hard skull. It has nowhere to expand. Every swollen brain cell increases pressure, headaches, confusion, vomiting, blurred vision, then seizures, then unconsciousness. Then, if nothing changes, death. Not because water is poisonous, because physics doesn't care that it's water. This sounds unbelievable until you realize it's happened many times. Marathon runners, military recruits, football players, even radio contest participants. For years, athletes believed they should drink constantly during races. Some drank liters every hour, more than they were losing through sweat. Instead of dehydration, they diluted their blood. Several collapsed. Some never woke up. One of the biggest surprises for doctors wasn't that dehydration could be dangerous. They already knew that. It was discovering that overhydration could be just as deadly. Today, many sports organizations tell athletes something surprisingly simple. Drink when you're thirsty, not continuously, because thirst exists for a reason. People often ask, why can't I just pee out the extra? Usually, you can. Healthy kidneys are amazing, but they have a speed limit. They can only remove so much water every hour. Drink faster than they can process it, and the water begins accumulating. Blood sodium falls, cells swell, the danger grows. This isn't about drinking an extra glass with dinner. It's about overwhelming a system that was never designed to handle several liters in a short period. Your body isn't failing. You're simply asking it to do something physically impossible. If your urine isn't crystal clear, you're dehydrated. Not necessarily. Clear urine can simply mean you've been drinking a lot. In fact, constantly forcing yourself to keep urine perfectly clear may encourage overdrinking. Hydration isn't a competition. More isn't automatically healthier. Your body already has incredibly sophisticated systems. Thirst, hormones, kidneys. They're constantly working together. The smartest thing most healthy people can do is listen to them. Does this mean water is dangerous? Of course not. Water is essential. Without it, you die. But just like oxygen or sunlight, or even exercise, too much can become harmful. The danger isn't the water itself, it's losing balance. Your body survives because everything stays within a narrow range. Temperature, blood sugar, blood pressure, sodium move too far in either direction, and biology starts working against you. Water intoxication is one of the clearest examples of that principle. Too little water, cells shrink. Too much, they swell. Life exists in the middle. The next time someone tells you, you can never drink too much water, remember this. The question isn't, is water good? Of course it is. The real question is, can your body keep up with how fast you're drinking it? Because the difference between hydration and poisoning yourself isn't what you're drinking. It's how much, it's how fast, and whether your body still has time to keep everything in balance. After all, the deadliest things in nature aren't always the obvious poisons. Sometimes they're the things we trust the most.